Hi guys, welcome back to your weekly readings. I trust you guys had a great week last week and are gearing up for the new week. Voila, we have already begun June, so half the year has already passed us by. So let's try to prepare a little bit better for the rest of the year. Summer's coming around now. For those of you that live in the United States, I hope you're prepared for it. It probably is going to be a very active summer when it comes to the elements. I'm sure it's going to be very hot in some areas, and the storms may be whipping around a lot this year because they've already begun, so it's a little bit sooner than anticipated usually. So that tells me that this year is going to be, the second half of the year, very active when it comes to nature and the attacks. So get ready. It's just going to be rough. Alright, that's just a little tidbit of information that was not part of the reading, but there it is. Alright guys, thank you for those of you that have contacted me for a private reading. Thank you for those of you that share, like, and comment on my videos. I do appreciate you very much. And today we're going to take a peek at the energies that may affect us from the week of the 3rd through the 10th of June. As always, we're going to start with the self-help part of the reading. And really it all started with a thought that I had about ourselves and how we can learn to accept ourselves a bit better and what we need to do. And then the cards that came out from the deck really showed me that, yes, you're on the right track. So that is the message for the week. The first card is, how teachable truly are you? What are the things that you like to do? You like to watch TV? Do you like programs? Do you like to get out, exercise? What is it that you like to do? And are you willing to give all of that up in order to learn something new about yourself and about life in general? So, are you truly open to learning new things? How high is your desire to let go of judgment of yourself, of others around you? Doubt. Every time you think you want to learn something new or make a new decision or go in a new direction, you doubt yourself. So that kind of puts up an energetic block. How about negativity? Do you have negative thoughts about yourself? Not sure as to what's happening, which direction you're going? Do you self-sabotage? When things are going good, is there self-sabotage that happens in your life? So that's what this card is trying to make you look very deeply in the choices that you make, the choices that you don't make because you are afraid to make them. How teachable are you? Are you willing to learn something new about yourself? So I'm going to give you a challenge. As you move through this week, I want you to observe other people and see in them what you need to work on in yourself. The people around us are usually reflections. Most of them are reflections of what we need to work on within ourselves, especially the people that you live with, or family members, or relationships, romantic relationships, whether it's for the good or for the bad, whether it's something that you need to learn to let go of or something that you need to stop doing that's completely negative, and you see it reflected back from someone else and you're like, what the hell? But it's something you need to work on within yourself. So that's a challenge that you have this week. As the tarot card that has come up there is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is concentrating on that pentacle. It's something tangible in the physical, something that they need to learn. So that is basically what the challenge is with this card. How teachable are you? Can you learn about yourself and the things that you need to work on and fix so that you can move forward with your plans, and maybe even just self-love, because sometimes that's very difficult. The next card that has come up is Wild. You see the red, that's her flowing passion, the passion that lives within this person. That is truly her guide. This works well as well for those of you that are of the fire signs, because fire is what moves you forward. Fire is what inspires all of us. It's that thought, it's that spark, that inspiration that comes from spirit that helps us move forward. But inside of you, there's a wild and untamed person. There's a spirit in there that's desperate to be released, to be unleashed from the chains that you have put upon that spirit. You have tied it down, you have changed it, you're afraid because of the decisions perhaps that you've made in the past, or the things that you have thought have gone in the wrong direction. It doesn't happen. Normally we go in the best direction for us, where we need to learn the lessons that we have put in front of ourselves to learn. And the one that protects our spirit the most is usually the direction that we go in. It's when we start to listen to other people or listen to someone else's opinion about what we should do with our lives, that becomes the problem. That's what starts to tie up our spirit in a sense. You know, we don't make the decisions that we would normally make. We don't go in the direction that we would normally go because we're listening to others, or we're putting others before ourselves, which is not a good thing to do. Your spirit is crying out to free it, to claim the gifts of energy, power, passion, creativity that it offers you if you unleash it. If you unleash your creative part, your fire, your inspiration that lives within you. Because you suppress yourself, so you dull your senses. You dull your creative passions, so you don't move forward. You crush your creativity. You lose energy, and then you become depressed. You know, it's normal. But if you can't be yourself, you're not going to be happy. And eventually that turns into depression. So you need to be able to express yourself, who you truly are. First, learn who you are, what you don't want in your life. The people you don't want around you anymore, because they only bring you negativity, or they bring you down. So you need to learn from observing other people, what you do like and what you don't like about yourself, what you need to work on within yourself, what you need to let go of, what you really don't want, and you'll see it and reflect it back to you from another person. So when you see that, you need to drop it. You need to stop doing that. If it's something that you do repeatedly, or you do it every now and then, if you see it in someone else and you can't stand it, then you need to stop doing it yourself. You need to give in to the wildness. Stop living a lie. Stop living a sham. Give in to yourself, to your true nature. Give in to the part of you that is sensual, provocative, truthful, courageous, and bold. Give in to that part of yourself that you've put away. That is your passion. And move forward. It will move you forward in life. It's your guide. You see it here? The little lantern. That's what guides you. That's your compass in your life. What some people see as a dark side or a shadow side is truly what gives them their direction. So they need to pay attention to that as well, and not think that it's something negative. It's actually what inspires them, what moves them forward. So they're turning their compass off and following someone else's, which usually doesn't bode well for anyone that does that. So set yourself free so that you can find the direction that you need to move forward in life. The next card that came out is selling out. You're selling out your integrity. You're selling out by covering up who you truly are, by not being passionate and creative, by setting that aside to do something else. You're selling out. Your inner strength are being severely tested. Your integrity as well. So you need to realize that you're hurting yourself by going in the direction that others want you to go, or doing things that are totally against who you are or what you really want in your life. So right now you have an opportunity to act with either fear of losing everything or whatever it is that you're hanging on to, whether it's a relationship, a job, a home, an activity, people, whatever that is. You have a choice now to either act in fear and continue to hang on to things that are negative in your life, or to act out of love and learn to release them. Because perhaps in the pursuit of financial security, you're in a home or in a situation that really should be let go of. It could be a toxic relationship or some type of a partnership that is not good for you. So you need to let it go. You need to let it go because it's hurting you. It's stopping you from being the person that you truly are, and stopping you from going in the direction that you're supposed to be going instead of following everyone else, because of what they think. When you're wild, when you're yourself, when you allow your passions to roam free, the card that came out, I'm sorry I didn't show you before, is the Five of Wands. This card's been coming out, and it's coming out for a reason, because once you become more of who you truly are, there's going to be differences of opinion. There's going to be people that want to pull you back or hold you back or make you do what they want you to do. That's not the way that you should be. You should overcome this battle, this strife, this competition. Overcome it. If you need to let go of it and move forward. You don't need to be in the midst of this when you are being yourself. If someone competes with you or struggles with you or tries to hold you back, you need to tell them that that's not for you anymore, that you're making your own decisions in your life now. You're not allowing others to tell you what they want you to do anymore. The selling out part, you've gotten the Knight of the Knight of Swords. What the Knight of Swords is asking you to do is to charge forward. Cut things out of your life that no longer serve you. Now he moves forward without looking, and it doesn't matter to him who he cuts out of his life or what his words say to other people. Now, I'm not saying to be that dramatic or that cut and dry. You can do things out of love without hurting other people, and say things in a manner that it doesn't hurt others, which the Knight of Swords sometimes doesn't. He'll say things that will cut. So perhaps you're being asked to speak your truth, even if it does hurt someone else in the process. But at least you're being honest with yourself, and you'll release that fear, because you're finally moving forward. The next card is the Phoenix Rising, which makes a lot of sense. Because if you can teach yourself where you need to work on within yourself, the things that you need to change, and you start to release your creative side, your passion for life again, you stop selling yourself short or allowing others to invade your privacy or who you truly are, your integrity, and don't allow people to do that anymore. You start to rise like the phoenix. Everything in your life starts to fall apart. And it happens so that you can find the right path for yourself. It helps you rise from the ashes with renewed strength and passion and energy, which we could all use every now and then. For now, you need to isolate yourself and think about the things that you need to cut out of your life or release. Perhaps it could be an old relationship or something from the past, that pain that you have suppressed, of loss, of fear, where you have betrayed yourself truly. Self-sabotage. Release that pain. Give it to the angels or to your guides to take away from you. Face it. Release it. So that you can heal from it. From that release of that pain. Burn it. Write it on a piece of paper and burn it if you have to. The universe has plans for your life. It has opportunities that you haven't even envisioned yet, that you haven't thought of. They are better than what you can imagine. So let go. It's time to let go of the things that no longer serve you and prepare for what is coming. Alright. Trust. The card that came out with that one is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about drinking from the cup of life. Her intuition, her emotions. She rides on that wave, on the wave of intuition, her emotions. That's what moves her through life, not intellect. So be more like that. Be more emotional. What makes you happy? Follow your intuition, not intellect or what you think may be right, because here's the Lover's card as well. There's choices that you need to make, and you need to make them from the heart. What makes you happy? Because that in turn can lead you to If you are single, perhaps to someone that is a lot like you, a twin flame or a soulmate that's waiting for you. Could lead to marriage. But you need to follow orthodox rules. Sometimes you break the rules. Perhaps it's asking you to break the rules, not to be so dogmatic in your beliefs. Allow others in. Perhaps you may find someone in a church or in a temple. Whatever you believe in, you could find someone there that is exactly like you, or someone that is a lot like you in a church. Or it's telling you your choices don't have to be so dogmatic. Don't have to be so strict on yourself. You don't have to be so strict with the choices that you make. Sometimes we have to bend the rules a little bit in order for it to be more what we need them to be. And then we can be more triumphant, more successful by following our own drum, our own song. What song do we sing in our heads? What do we want to do? What dream do we see for ourselves? See? Isolating yourself to be able to figure out what direction you want to go. What direction is your heart telling you to go and follow it. There you will find strength. This is the woman that tames her inner demons, her dark side, and channels that as a positive strength forward. She's being protected by a divine intervention, so she can't go wrong. She needs to follow her intuition and be strong about the choices she needs to make and the direction she needs to go in. Or he. I'm sorry if I'm saying she. Could be either or. Sexes on any of these cards. It's just an energy. Overcoming your inner demons in order to move forward in the direction you want to go in. And not always following dogmatic direction or decisions or opinions from other people. In some cases you may have to, and sometimes you may act out of order or not wanting to follow the way that things are, wanting to break the rules or change the rules. Sometimes you can't. So there are changes or choices that you will make there where you will have to follow the rules. You will have to go the way that everyone else is going in certain things. But then there'll be others where you get to bend the rules, where you get to make your own decisions. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. There's going to be a new path or a new opportunity that opens up to you as you move forward. For some of you, this represents a new job, a new position at work, a new home, a new direction, a new windfall, or a new way of making money. So as you move forward and start freeing yourself and becoming more of yourself, there will be new things that materialize for you when it comes to your finances, a home, more money from work, maybe a raise, you never know. For everyone, it'll be different. New ideas, new creative passion. So you're opening up. You're starting to let go of the old dogmatic ways that you think or the ways that you think things should go. So new opportunities are opening up for you. Creative opportunities. This could also be an invitation from someone new, someone that wants to go out with you. This could be a new friend, a new person, romantic partner for some of you. Because you are pretty alone for some of you. You are alone. You're very financially stable. You are kind of happy with the things that you have built in your life up to now. But there is someone a bit younger than yourself that's going to be inviting you out, perhaps for a drink, or just out for a coffee, or just out to converse with you or get to know who you truly are. This could be a new idea that comes into you for some of you, a new idea that you get that will help with your finances, that will help improve your finances, that will bring about more abundance in your life. You're completely surrounded by abundance and love now. For some of you, you may not see it. For some of you, there are some cycles in your life that are ending now that will soon begin anew. So be prepared that there are cycles that will be ending in your life when you start these changes and start taking back your power and start moving your life forward again. You're going to get new creative ideas. Some of you are going to be following your angelic call. So for some of you, this is karmic. This is a direction that you need to take. You're following the guidance of your guardian angel. So the direction that you're going is correct. Don't be afraid. Move forward. The angels are calling you out to bring you out of a certain death or a certain direction or a cycle of life that's going to end, and it won't end well. So they're trying to help you move forward so that you're not stuck in that situation, so that you move forward and kind of overstep that ending or a cycle that is not going to end well if you persist in staying in the same place. Because as you saw, everything is coming down. The Phoenix Rising represents a lot of changes in your life. It's like the Tower card, where an epiphany happens, you find something out, something happens to move your life forward. Everything comes down so that you can rebuild somewhere else on more solid foundations. And putting aside nonsense from the past, memories, pain, all the things that you have suppressed throughout your years, you need to let them come out. Face them for what they were. Lessons, karmic lessons that could come from even other lifetimes that you owed people. People owed you. There's things that you needed to learn. And these are people that you love, people that are around you in your life. So you need to release them so that the new path opens up, so that you start to be happier with your life and happier with your choices and the people around you. You need to learn. All right, let me see what the energies will be for the week. Well, those are just the learning lessons about yourself, so that you can move forward easier. And myself as well, because we're all in the same energy bracket. There's something about the reading that you listen to because you needed to learn something from it. And of course, I'm learning too. It's not just you. All right, let's see what our week is going to be like. The beginning of the week, oh, we're going to be happy. Some good things are coming. Middle of the week, we're going to be hanging on to some things that we don't want to let go of. The end of the week is the same card I've been getting for the last, how many weeks? 9 of Wands. 9 of Rods. This is perseverance. Not giving up on a dream, on something that you're looking to do. And, of course, it will bring you some stability. It'll bring you some more money, but you're hanging on to it too tightly. So, the beginning of the week. Looks like you're going to be getting along well with the people around you. You start to do things that will make you very abundant. There's a dream. There's something that's coming true for you, because the 9 of Cups offers abundance, dreams coming true. It's the wish card. It's something that you wish for that's coming towards you. So there's the middle of the week, we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is hanging on to things, fear, isolating yourself for fear of losing what you have. So whatever this dream is, or something that you have wished for that can actually become reality, you need to let go a little bit as you move through the middle of the week. So whatever this is, you need to be more generous, less fearful, so that things can come to pass the way that you want them to. At the end of the week, you're going to be tested. So once you get through the beginning of the week, where you're very positive, your emotions are very stable, you're going after something that you want, you come to the middle of the week where you're going to be tested. You're going to have to be more generous. Let go of the fear. Allow others in. You can't isolate yourself hanging on to what you have, because that will be needed later. So you need to let go a bit more. Be more generous with your friends or the people around you, or with what you're learning, which is going to be a difficult lesson, because it's going to make you fearful and want to hang on, because you're going to think, oh no, I could lose something. No, you need to relax and let go. And you need to persevere through all of the obstacles that are going to be coming up, or all of the plans, the passions, all the things that you have to do in order to make this dream a reality. And you'll have to let go of something. Something has to be given up in order to allow this desire to come in. So, What was at the bottom of the deck? The Seven of Cups. There's going to be several choices, and you're going to need to focus on the one that is the one for you. Because whatever this wish is, when you start to get to the end, you may have several choices. Some will lead you down the wrong road. So you need to focus on what it is exactly that you can get out of it. Whether it's a relationship, a property, a job, a position. You need to make sure that it's something for you. Because there could be more than one choice. There's always that choice. There's always that monkey with the wrench that comes into the plan. So you think you have it going on, and all of a sudden something happens to offer you choices, and then you're lost. You're like, okay, well, I thought I had it going on, and now I have to choose. You have to be very careful. Your choices must be made from the heart, and not a choice that's mundane or that will trap you, enslave you somehow. So make sure that whatever your choice is doesn't enslave you, of whatever it is, whether it's a person, a job, a home, a direction, a move, a house move, whatever it is. For everyone is different. But you don't want to become slave to it. You want it to be light and happy. Like the card of abundance. Message in a bottle. Make sure you listen to messages that are coming in. Check your email, check your phone. Make sure that you haven't missed a message. There could be a message that comes from someone that offers you direction. It could be a phone call that you get that changes everything as you're moving forward. Remember, we're going to have some choices. Some are good and some are not. So pay attention to that. There will be someone that will assist you, though. There's a leg up. So somebody's going to help you as you move forward this week with your decisions, your choices. Someone will be there to offer advice or what have you. Then you have to clean it up. So there's some things that you'll have to clean up. It won't be easy, you see. The Nine of Rods says, yeah, you're going to have to take care of some situations. So there's some things that you'll have to change, clean it up. This could be a house move for some of you. You have to clean up your home before others can see it, or you have to clean up the new place you're moving into. This could also depend, or it could also represent a relationship where you have to clean up the mess, either apologize or work on your relationship skills if you're having issues with that, or if it's work, clean up your area, or clean up some of the disagreements or competition or battles that you may have with others. So it could represent different things. For everyone it's different. But just remember that there's a message that comes through that will either assist you or will help you change some of the things you need to change before you can move forward. But you will have some help from others, so don't worry about it. And my favorite my favorite card in this deck, chop wood. I always see it. It tells me just keep focusing on what you're doing, keep moving forward, and don't change anything. Just keep moving forward. Your path is laid out for you. Now do it. Move forward. All right, guys. Interactive part. A, B, or C. For those of you that chose A, a never-ending story. So you're going through a either decision that it's hard for you to make every single time, a relationship that just goes in cycles. It's the same thing over and over and over again, or you go from one relationship to another and it's a never-ending story. So there are lessons that you need to learn, and you need to focus on that, okay? Because there's something that you haven't learned yet in the relationships or your heart, whatever it is. It's emotional because there's a little heart here, and it just seems like you spin the wheel and it always lands on the same thing over and over again. So there's something that you need to work on when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your romantic relationships, or just any relationships in general that you have. Probably mostly romantic, though. There's something that's keeps coming around and you don't know how to face it. There's something that you need to look at, how you've missed it completely, and it'll keep repeating unless you change it. There's some new beginnings. There's things that you need to end in your life and start anew, because this never-ending story isn't going to go away unless you just change everything about your life. Work, romantic relationships, where you live, and just take what you need only and move forward. Okay, there's sacrifices that need to be made. The Hangman. You need to look at things from another perspective so that you can move forward. All right. For those of you that chose B, TikTok. Timing. Listening to the timing of your life, of your own internal clock. If you're being told to move, move. If you're being told to wait, wait. But now is the time for you to start looking at those things. What do you need to do in your life? The timing is now. Okay. Divine timing is something that we work with as well. And if you're being told that it's time to do something, you need to start working on that. Because soon the time will run out. A cycle will end and you'll be caught in the middle of it because you didn't act on your intuition. It'll be tougher for you. So for some of you, this timing is saying the time is almost here for you to make those changes. So prepare. For others, it's saying you are running out of time. So you need to start moving. You've been procrastinating and now it's time to move forward. And then some of you, what you're waiting for, the time is not here yet, but it's coming. It all depends on what you have wished for. For some of you, you're looking at what you've done up to now and you're wondering if you should change the direction you're going in or continue to work on what you have built up to now, which is secure, but it isn't what you want it to be yet. So for some of you, you need to make that decision. Do you stick with what's going on, or when the time comes, do you move forward and change your path? Because you're going to have to start looking at something really seriously. Alright, for those of you that chose C, new life. As you move forward, as you make the changes that you need to make, there's a new life coming. So, open up to the new possibilities. What do we have here? Getting away from these feelings of isolation, of being alone, the Five of Pentacles, of not having enough. This is self-sabotage. This is poverty thinking that you don't have enough, that you can't make enough. You're breaking away from this. And once you do, there's a new life coming for you. So I suggest you start checking the way that you think about yourself and the things that you can accomplish by yourself. Because you've isolated yourself to the point where you feel no one can help you or nothing is there to help you, when that is not true. There's always people set in place to help us. We just need to turn around and look for them because they're always back there. There's warmth back there, but see, they're out here freezing. They're thinking, no, I can't go in there. There's no one there to help me. There's no one there that likes me. There's no one there that can offer me warmth or food or shelter. Yeah, there is. We just sometimes don't want to look at it. We don't want to face it. We don't want to face that we have made a wrong decision or that we're going in the wrong direction. So we tend to isolate ourselves and pretend that everything is okay when things are not okay. There is a new life staring you right in the face. You need to make the jump away from this self-sabotage and poverty mindset to, yes, I can come out of the shell. Yes, I can start something new. Because it's already there, set in place. Look, the Wheel of Fortune. Cycles are ending, so new cycles can begin. And it's all due to divine timing. Okay? Breaking away from this never-ending story that just keeps keeping you down. And facing that. But we can have a new life if we want to. We just need to not be afraid. And move forward now and stop wasting time. Stop procrastinating. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you guys would like a private reading with me, please contact me via my email, raisashealingarts11@gmail.com. And I will talk to you again next week. Bye for now.